Hello, I am Mike of Near Enough Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. We are back on the Mun. We haven't been on the Mun in a while. This is Mun Hopper 3. I have just investigated, where is it? The Rock Arch. You can just about see, oh, missed it. There you go. You can see kind of outlined against the sky there. So we've done that, hurrah. Now I want to go and check out Rock Arch number 1, which is another waypoint that I've been given to go have a look at. So that's something that they've discovered from the scans of the Mun. I have some other waypoints as well. If I just bring up my big map, there's my new waypoint, which is Rock Arch 1. But I've also got another couple of contracts now to go and check out here and here, which you're going to have to go look at. And that's Rock Arch number 2. And there's also a couple of anomalies here and here, which I haven't actually been asked to look at. But I'm going to be quite close to this. When I go here, I'm going to be quite close to those two. So it might be worth checking out. Now, Mun Hopper 3 can really do with kind of a checklist to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. One of the things I need to do is I need to the two problems I had last time was that one of them was that my leg balancing script stopped working. And I still don't know why. I'm going to go with it was a bug in KSP itself. Essentially, what appears to have happened is that when there's a process it goes through where it tries and it goes through all the bits on the craft and says, okay, which of you are servos? And I'm going to assign each servo to each leg. And then when I know what height I want each leg to be, I know what servo to ask. And one of the servos just did not show up. It was like it didn't exist. Although Infernal Robotics, if I bring up the Infernal Robotics and I look at the group, it showed that showed it all there. Yet mysteriously, the computer code didn't find it, which was all very weird. So that was a problem. And the other problem was that I had forgotten to turn off my ISRU. So it was still making, I think, monopropellant. Even though the monopropellant was full, I was making fuel, actually. The thing is, it was still working away. And it used up all my electricity, because that used up electricity really quickly. So I need to make a kind of a checklist, including things like make sure the ISRU is not working. Make sure my leg balancing script works. Remember to retract the drills and remember to retract the solar panels. If I make another one of these, if I ever have an opportunity to go back into the assembly bay and make another one of these, I think what I'm going to do is link the solar panel toggle, which is in action group 1. So if I hit 1, they will either, if they're in, they'll go out. If they're out, they'll go in. And each time I do that, each time I toggle that, I make sure that everything in the ISRU just turns off. So that way, if anything goes wrong, so basically that way the ISRU is not going to be going if I turn the solar panels off, because if I turn the solar panels off, then I'm going to lose a lot of energy. Now, my lights are currently on. I think that's what... There we go. I'm trying to look at what's draining my electricity. Oh no, actually I'm gaining electricity. That's what's going on. I'm getting negatives. So I put my lights back on. So, I know which way I want to go, which is that way. So if I'm facing this way, which is the way I want to face, because that's the way all the controls kind of make sense, I want to go to the D direction. I'm just going to quick save before I go. Got my leg balancing run. I don't really need to run it as I'm going. It really, I mean, but still. Alright, so I just need to go throttle up. Put my SAS on. Put RCS on as well. And away we go. Now my apoapsis is quite high, so I can basically aim to the horizon. And there we go. I don't think there's anything particularly large in between me. So the sun's coming right in my eyes a minute. I don't think there's anything particularly large in between me and the and my waypoint. So I think I'm all right there. Right, so off we trot. Let's bring up engineer, and don't need the heat. Vessel and surface should be enough. Got ages of delta V, so that's fine. My apoapsis just like, is that going up or going? Okay, it's going up a bit. That's fine. I don't mind that. Well, my time to apoapsis, however, is coming down. I don't want that. I want my time to apoapsis to go up or remain steady. So I'm pointing myself a bit above my prograde marker. Still think I'm going the correct direction. Heading's 281, it says heading to the Rock Arch 285, but that's looking not too bad. Actually, oh, I see, no, I actually do want to go slightly this way. That's my time to apoapsis going up, which is what I want. Do I want to go, do I want to bring my apoapsis up? I am not sure. Very hard to tell in map mode because I'm skimming the surface here. Oh, that is so loud. Now let's bring our apoapsis up a little bit. Alrighty. So what I'm thinking is I'm basically, I think I'm going to put my apoapsis above the waypoint. So I'm just going to have enough, I'm going to have more space to fall down. Still doesn't look like I'm going to crash into anything. I've actually overshot some. I was wondering what that strange noise was. The strange noise was noticing that I'd yeah, is the that's just the wheels going, the landing gear going. Right, so it's going to cost me $505 delta V. Time to node burn. It's going to take a minute to slow down. Now, this is where I want to start doing maths again. 538. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what the height of the waypoint is. 537 meters per second times 1 minute 8, so 67 seconds divided by 2, and then I'm going to need, right, my apsis at that point is going to be 14,675, which is actually more than I was expecting, actually. Now let's go see if the waypoint marker can tell me. I don't think I get any. Yeah, I can't get information from them, I don't think. But what I can do is I can go to my big map. Go to the big map. In fact, we'll bring up this and we'll zoom in. And that, it's saying there that it is 2661. So I'm going to be quite high above. And I have still a couple of minutes to sort this out. Okay, so now let's bring up my, let's calculate stuff. So my height above the terrain, which is going to be slightly more than I expected it to be actually, 14,675 minus 2,661, that is going to be, I'm going to be 12,014 above the terrain at that point. So I'm going to be, that's how high I'm going to be above. I'm just going to keep making noises. Okay. Meanwhile, 537 meters per second times 68. I'll call it 69. It's 1 minute 8. So call it 69, and then divide that by 2. That's going to be 18,526. Is that just the? So I keep hearing these noises, and it is just the leg servos going. I could turn that off. But I mean, I don't see any particular reason to. I'm using up quite a lot of electric power doing it. So let's turn that off. Let's turn that off for now. Oh yes, that's right. Yes, okay. I'm now gaining power, not losing it. So that's the thing I need to take into account actually. That leg thing is quite expensive. So what I want is the square root. No, cancel that. Click it. Square root of 12,014 squared plus 18,526 squared so 22080 meters 0.5 So 22 kilometers. Well, so when I am 22 kilometers, when I'm 22 kilometers away, that is when I want to. Ooh, I don't want to go prograde. I want to go retrograde. And at the moment, I am 74 kilometers away. Okay. Not as close as I would like to be. I'm going off to a side here. Yeah, and you can see my altitude bug train is getting quite high. So I'm gonna be off to one side. I wasn't quite as accurate as I'd have liked. Let's go to surface mode. Yeah, I'll try and sort that. I don't know whether I can't remember the state of my hover script, so I'm not sure whether I want to try using that to land. So I've missed a bit, so I'm not going to hit that accurately. But I'm going to go for it anyway and try and adjust maybe as I go down. Alright, so what I'm looking here really is the vertical speed, no, not vertical speed, my horizontal speed. So this is going to be quite approximate because I was quite a ways off aiming at it. This is a pity, but there you go. So just going to wait for that to come down. And you know, if there's a long walk, there's a long walk, but I can also possibly do a hop over. Beginning to fall out the sky, which is fine. What's the slope like? No, it doesn't know what the slope is like yet. So I think I was very clearly, had I been pointing more directly towards it, I would be, I think, landing quite close to it. So, you know, we're all learning. It's all a learning experience. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to find there we go. This is where I control the craft from, this view. So I'm just going to turn that so that's pointing down. that way I'm gonna feel a little bit better about turning myself one way or the other. Like trying to turn myself a bit more towards the craft, yeah, that way. But right, so my horizontal speed's coming down nicely. Start throttling back so I don't overshoot. See it's tracking towards the top of the nav ball. So now I am basically, yeah, my vertical speed is almost nothing. Okay, so I'm going to actually leave it there. I'm far above the ground, but I've got a ways to fall. I've got 11 kilometers to fall, so that's going to be fine. Seed fidelity is 191. Of my, see, I've got 503 delta V. I'm fine for delta V, I think. So I'm going to fall towards the ground. Next time I'm going to actually land and then possibly refuel and then go and have a look and see just how far away I was. And whether I'm going to want to hop over and all that kind of stuff. But that is going to be next time. So, thanks very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Come visit Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, and indeed on YouTube. But you already know that because you're watching it. So come find us in those places. Just search for us. Search for Nearly Enough Dice, and we will show up. And until next time, reach for the stars.